Today, as our last session, session 6 in Poetry and Perspectives, we will trace our final image. So we'll get a fresh sheet of our tracing paper and trace our final image and write our edited poem on the tracing paper. We will select our final image composition. We will consider placement of words in relation to images. We will think about how our words connect or interplay with our images to tell one story. Are your themes and concepts clearly stated as in your poem and in your picture? And then how does the placement of that, the two of them together really help convey, connect that, or speak to that? Whether it's ideas or buildings or spinners and pop sockets, somebody thought about all of those things for the first time and put them on paper and created them. And there's always kind of that process of how does that now get better and better and better. Though it seems odd, this is something we often wind up doing in the drafting or design world, is layering your images, getting your final images together on your trace paper, and then tracing them on a clean sheet of paper so you have a really clean presentation to work with. We really want to bring together all of our skills and our knowledge, be able to trace if we need to, if we want to.
We encourage you to explore the many different forms outside of what we talked about in this course, but just give yourself a lot of grace, because writing, you just have to start. That's why we purposely chose these 3 forms, is because you can play around with them so much and there's no right or wrong. And also, by being able to be so free with your creativity, you are just increasing your creative level. It doesn't have to be perfect. The creative process is fun, it's messy, it's discipline, it's undisciplined, it's everything. So just have fun with this.
The critical critique consists of finding an individual or group of people to critique your work. You ask them for 5 minutes of their time to hear your presentation while they look over your finished project. Explain your theme and point of view as you walk through your project together, asking for honest dialogue about what they think or feel about your project, as well as your ability to communicate across mediums. And by across mediums, we mean through images and words. Both perspective drawing and poetic expressive language are means of relating or communicating quickly with a wide audience with differing skill sets and bases of knowledge. These tools are useful when pursuing careers in the arts, design, communications, architecture, and engineering. Communication is key, critique is critical. So as we finish up, I just wanted to show you some examples. This is an example of a completed 1-point perspective project. You can see it's got some 3-dimensional details on there, as well as some nice collage work and a good handwritten poem over there. We've got a 2-point perspective here, and this one is a haiku. And it's also, you know, just wonderful words, images there together. If you can see, you know, we've got some little shiny going on and all of that. And here is our window wall configuration project with a poem, and you know, we've got collage of course on all of them. We've got our poetry, our images. So this is just a wonderful way to explore new concepts and ideas, not only within yourself but also with other people. But it's just one way to use pencil, paper, materials that you will always kind of have on hand no matter where you are, even if it's just scrap material, and be able to create art, or even just to explore new ideas within yourself or between yourself and other people.